an American killed in Silay City, Philippines. Hello, my friends. Welcome back. And for those of you that are here for the first time, I want to invite you to click on the subscribe button and the notification icon so you can be notified to get fresh new Philippine videos and motivational videos. Now, today we're going to talk to you about an American killed in Silay City, Philippines. An American killed in Silay City, Philippines. This is a continuation of our series on crime in the Philippines. So today we're talking about the case of Eric Hendrickson. Eric is a 57-year-old American, born and raised in the Midwest. Eric grew up, had a successful career in business, married a Filipina. Wife, Vicky, they've been married for over 20 years. They had no children. Vicky is from Silay City Negros Occidental area. And Eric and Vicky went home one time for a visit, and they met a young boy. Fell in love with him. His name, Jeremiah. So their goal from that point forward was to adopt Jeremiah and bring him back to the United States to live with them. Eric was so excited about the adoption, he left his job, went to live in the Philippines, begin the paperwork to bring Jeremiah back to the United States. Vicky stayed behind in Iowa, and it was a very peaceful and happy time for the family. So, as time went on, Eric got news from the adoption authorities. He would be able to bring Jeremiah home in March because of the paperwork needed. It was a little bit delayed. So he was happy about it. Called his wife, told her Vicky was elated. So one day, Eric went out to a bar, local bar, Silay City. Now he had just got through paying and filling out paperwork for Jeremiah to be brought back to the U.S. After a long day, he went to a bar, ordered a beer, sat down, enjoying his beer. All of a sudden, two Filipinos come in. And they just interrupted him and say, "Hey, buy us a beer." Eric was taken aback. He was like, "Wait a minute, guys, I don't know you. You want me to buy you beer? No, I'm not going to do it. Sorry, I'm not. I don't know you guys." And so the Filipinos became very irate, very disappointed, and very disgruntled about it for some reason. And so they started talking and cussing him out, cussing Eric out in their native tongue. And Eric knew the language. His wife has taught him the language. So he knew exactly what they were telling him. He knew exactly what they were saying to him. He knew exactly what they were talking about. And they were calling him all sorts of names, all sorts of names under the sun. So Eric retaliated with some words of his own, and they had a very heated discussion. So Eric began to leave, got up, left. As Eric went outside, two men approached him. He was fatally wounded, shot several times on the left side of his head. Eric was rushed to the hospital immediately. He was pronounced dead on arrival. So, tragic story. We have an American expat coming to bring home an adopted son shot down outside of a bar. So his wife, Vicky, heard the news. She was upset, took it very, very hard. But she still wants to proceed with the adoption of Jeremiah. So Eric's niece, Miss Nimick, had started a GoFundMe account. They need about $15,000 United States dollars to bring Jeremiah to Vicky in the United States. Also to bring the body of Eric to the United States as well, so they can bury him and proceed with the adoption to Jeremiah as well. I'm going to leave a link in the description of this video to the GoFundMe account. So for those of you that are interested in donating, it would be a good thing to do. So the moral of this story, what can we learn from it? Basically, as I've repeated over and over in many of these crime videos, when we cause a Filipino to lose face, situations become very volatile. Anything can happen. Now, the two men was a 40-year-old Filipino and his 18-year-old nephew. They were both apprehended very, very quickly. They're in jail, they're in custody, they're going to be prosecuted to the fullest extent of the law. So, bottom line, we must be able to discern when to speak and when not to speak. In this case, it would have been better for Eric not to have known the language, so that he would have not have known he was being berated. But that doesn't help now. Eric is gone, he's not coming back. It is up to us, the living, to let the public know what happened, so we can try and prevent these things from happening to us as we live here in the Philippines. Question of the day. What are your thoughts on this story as it relates to violence in the Philippines? What kind of violence have you seen in the Philippines? I want to know your thoughts. Put them in the comment section of this video. And remember to like, share, and subscribe. This is Bobby D. So take care. God bless. Peace.